Hey, what is going on, guys? Beastjared here, and I'm finally back after 3 months to review the disgrace that is the Dragon Ball Chou manga. Obviously, it wouldn't be a Dragon Ball Super Manga video if I'm not ranting about the material in the chapter, ranting about how much of a piece of shit Toyotaro is. I really missed this. I really missed you guys. I miss fucking with people in the comments, fucking with these fanboys. So let's just get into it. A little update here on where I've been. I've had some college stuff in the way, life stuff in the way. I got a new PC, and we always have gameplay in the background for these reviews. So I could get mods on this. We might see some tournament power mods. We might see some Jiren in the background. But let's get into this shitty ass chapter. The reason why I say this chapter is shitty is because it leaves us with an unsatisfactory conclusion in comparison to the anime. Although they are both very similar, it's obvious that the manga tries to make things slightly similar to the point of making it like they're trying to make it different, but it's overall in turn making it worse, making it less emotional, and making it make less sense, trying to cover up ass pools, plot holes, whatever the case may be. And this is what we're here for. We're here to talk about bullshit. We open up the chapter with the multiple Zamasus, obviously. The multiple Zamasus do seem very intimidating coming off the previous chapters. This is obviously something that we did not see in the anime counterpart of Dragon Ball Super. And I was thinking, wow, the Dragon Ball Super manga is shit, but they're changing things. Maybe Zamasu's gonna be much stronger. Maybe he'll be defeated in a different fashion. Goku and Vegeta might have to bring yet another fucking form out aside from perfected Super Saiyan, because Zamasu just keeps bringing these freaking tricks up from his sleeve. He's a fucking monster. But we ultimately see that, yeah, although the multiple Zamasus are outclassing Goku and Vegeta, we don't really see them do much damage. They don't seem very fucking persistent for being in multiple numbers, like Goku, Vegeta, the Kais, whatever. They're able to get away very easily. Now, obviously, we don't really know if the clones are cut in power. That's what I was assuming. I've assumed that's a lot of other people were assuming. When you make clones, obviously your power gets cut into many different parts. But considering how strong Zamasu is, just one of these clones alone is way stronger than Goku and Vegeta are in this state, as Goku and Vegeta are unable to even transform into Super Saiyan or even Super Saiyan Blue at the fucking time. So it makes no sense. They're orchestrating a plan to try and escape, and fucking Goku and Vegeta ultimately come to the conclusion that we both have to stay here. We gotta let Trunks go back. We gotta see and do what we can. Vegeta was gonna be the lone guy there, but Goku's like, hey, you know what? Let's both go die together here. Fusion wouldn't be a bad idea. Obviously, they have no energy, but it's better than doing nothing. Base Gogeta would have been nice to see, but obviously, what happens a couple seconds later deems that unnecessary, because Goku remembers that he has the fucking button that calls Zeno, and fucking Zeno comes in and goes to destroy Zamasu. He doesn't question the fact that Goku's traveling in space and time or whatever, because it's obvious that he's not from there. There's a time machine like right in the fucking corner, or whatever. But obviously, Zeno's too busy noticing that fucking there's a guy destroying this universe, destroying this planet, and Zeno has to destroy them. Now, something I found super bullshit. I found this bullshit in the anime as well. How the fuck are you escaping in a time machine when Zeno is in the middle of destroying a fucking universe? That makes zero sense, and it's just some logic that we're never ever gonna understand. It's just bullshit. So obviously Zeno is left there because Goku, had this all planned out. He wanted to get Zeno to destroy the universe, and later on he decides, let me get Zeno so I can give current Zeno someone to actually play with. And obviously, same thing pans out where he goes in the time machine, and for some reason they completely negate the logic that they were using in the previous chapters to make the whole final visit of Goku Black seemed more intense, ultimately negated by Pilaf saying some shit like how they changed something in the frequencies of the fucking time machine, so therefore now they're able to go anytime they want. Just some bullshit. Like, if they were gonna pull some shit like this, might as well have not even introduced the shit. Anyways, like I said, it was just a ploy by Toyotaro to get more people to stay tuned to the manga, because, you know, it's their last trip. How are they gonna have to go back? It was the last part of the fucking arc. We need to stay tuned in, and it was scummy, and Toyotaro's a piece of shit for that. There's no justification for that, and I don't appreciate when you start writing off things like that, especially the Trunks. Like, it's like Toyotaro laughs at how stupid you are by then talking about Trunks' Kai power-ups, about how since that universe is completely destroyed, that means that the Kais, that for some reason his connections to the Kais are gone, even though I thought the Kais in his universe were dead. So I guess there might be a spiritual connection in that universe. Spiritual connection across universes that link his fucking healing powers, his ass pool healing powers, that he no longer has because of that. So, I mean, like I said, the healing powers was an ass pool to begin with. So I don't really know what to say there. You know, there's just so much crap to complain about this chapter, and I don't want to complain. But Toyotaro does it to himself, and there's nothing else you can really say about it. Not a satisfactory ending to the arc. They didn't really clarify much. You know, Trunks obviously going back to another world back to the world where there's no Deborah, no Goku Black. If you could go back into any point in time, you might as well go to a selected time period where maybe fucking, you know, before the androids attacked, so you have Gohan, so you have your family. It's like, I don't know, I feel like Whis could help you out in so many ways, and you're still gonna choose a pretty shitty time period where you're gonna have two of yourselves. If Toyotaro was smart, maybe he would have kept Trunks and Mai in the main canon universe, so the Tournament of Power can be more interesting. Because we see in the anime how the Tournament of Power played out. Krillin was an absolute waste. Tien was an absolute waste. Master Roshi not so much, but you could take out Master Roshi too. Put Trunks in that spot, and I think it would have mixed things up. And I think I would have been more on the side of Dragon Ball Super Manga if you had future Trunks as an actual character. Obviously, he doesn't have Super Saiyan Rage, which is also an ass pool power, but obviously that would have been very useful in competing the Tournament of Power. But he does have a perfected Super Saiyan 2, which would have been a credible threat to quite a few weaklings in the Tournament of Power, as we know there are a hell of a lot of weaklings in the Tournament of Power that are getting dicked on by Master Roshi and a ton of other weaklings. So I mean, that's really it. It was a shitty chapter, shitty conclusion, no emotion when he leaves, because they're too busy focused on the relationship between older Trunks and kid Trunks. I don't give a fuck about that. I want to see Trunks saying farewell to Gohan. It was just a really emotional scene in the anime. I always get the feels when I see it. It's a really emotional scene. You get flashbacks to old future Gohan, you know, Trunks pitting himself, blaming himself for the death of Gohan, and just Gohan, you know, telling him to take care. It was a really emotional scene in the anime. Removed in the manga. You know, Toyotaro literally does. Why are you reading the manga for? Toyotaro does nothing different to warrant you reading this shit. I read this shit for Rant's at this point, and for the little differences that were made, but the differences that are made are shit. You know, the only difference that really made a fucking impact towards the anime was the Super Saiyan God thing, where Super Saiyan God Goku is versing Dispo or whatever, and we get, it makes sense if you read the manga how he's fighting Dispo, where he's changing from God to blue. But I wanted to read this piece of shit manga, so that's the only thing commented on, because I guess if he knew this shit was gonna happen later on in the anime, that it was a good idea to plant the seeds now. But maybe his ideas fucked up logic in the anime. So regardless, you know, maybe he might be the reason why bullshit like that happened in Tournament Power. And for that, fuck you, Total. Overall, really shitty chapter, shitty conclusion to an arc. Obviously, great art as always, but Hiro Mashima does great art, and he has a shit story. So, give the Goku Black arc a 6 out of 10. Wasn't great, but there were some okay moments in between. There's obviously much more better things that could have been done to make the arc interesting. Obviously, I know what's next in the manga since I am 3 months behind. I am aware that they're going into a Tournament of Power because obviously they can't do the little mini hit arc because obviously I think that was filler in the anime, in canon filler, and plus hit in the fucking manga is so weak because Total made it that way that there's no appeal. Goku is probably saying Super Saiyan Blue Kyle canon for the manga anyways. So what do you guys think of this review? What do you guys think of the overall manga chapter, the end to Goku Black arc? Disappointing? I definitely think so. That's it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I have a ton of videos to make for you guys. A little rusty, but this is basically 1-2 takes, and I hope